Hey everyone, Alan back. Tommy Tallarico. Oh, interesting. I've met him.
Oh, how was he?
And this is Tony, not Tommy Tallarico. Otherwise you wouldn't be asking how was he. Yeah, like very egotistical. How was I?
He talks about himself in the third person.
Yeah, you gotta watch for those people. And this isn't a Tommy Tallarico game, it's, well, it is and it isn't. It's the Bard's Tale on the PlayStation 2. And Tommy Tallarico, no doubt, provided the music.
Absolutely. Is this the most modern game you've gameplayed so far?
Yes, I believe so. What year did it come out?
I have the box here.
It was in the last decade, which is still makes it the most modern gameplay. Well,
2005 it says here.
Yeah, that's fairly modern.
That is very modern.
You can still buy PlayStation 2 games, so it's virtually current. Flick, flick, flick. So, I can turn the music up a smidge.
Oh, you do actually need the sound for this.
Okay.
The idea about the Bard, I should actually point out, I got this for about €10. They do try to do a humorous take on the game. The narrator is quite good, and there is a bit of banter between the character and the narrator, which you'll see as you go through it.
Or as I go through, because apparently I got to play.
Yes, you have to play. I finished it, so I know.
So what I'm going to do is turn the dialogue up.
And then there was a long period where
That's good, and I'll turn the music down. That'll be a good one to do it. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure, of course, the barb. This is going to be a tongue twister. I can just feel it. The Bard's Tale. This is based on like an old, like PC engine or PC game. PC engine. I'm looking at a PC engine, so I said PC. Isn't it?
It is, as far as I know. I never actually played the PC game. As I said, something about the box art struck me, and I said, okay, I'll give this a go. It's only €10, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Played the game, completed the game, and I thought it would make an interesting video, or at least I'd be interested to find out your take on it.
Okay, you heard that here. It'll be an interesting video. So if it's not, hate mail to Tony.
Of course, you don't have my address, so put all hate mail addressed to me via Alan.
Anyway, let's start. Okay, difficulty.
Easy.
Oh, okay, easy. Well, yeah, you can see my stats just jump up. So if you go hard,
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Easy it is.
stronger.
The stronger the bard is, the more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
Yeah, I got that. That was kind of obvious.
A high vitality will increase the bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat in battle.
Mm-hmm.
Luck has a subtle effect on many aspects of the bard's adventures. A high dexterity allows the bard to inflict greater damage with ranged weapons.
I notice he keeps waving at me. Hello.
Shopkeepers will offer significant discounts to the bard if he has higher charisma.
And rhythm.
Rhythm allows the bard
To
to
feel
play
the boogie.
magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures.
So, how do I actually start this?
I'd say auto allocate because you have 12 points available.
Oh, right. Auto. I get you. There we go. So choose a talent: two-handed weapons, dual wield, flail, shield bash. So this is it's an extra addition, is
A
it?
powerful
Yeah.
charging attack which stuns enemies.
Power shot,
Used with a
critical
sword
strike.
skill. Hold and release the attack button to activate.
Okay, I'm just going to pick the first one because this is just a quick demo video. Quiet you, Jesus.
I should say the narrator is going to do most of the commentating on this because...
You picked this because you're lazy.
Yes.
Even those beside him are no more brutal companions than bond servants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star.
Flash, flash. Of course, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 2, being a PlayStation 2 game. Sadly, my PlayStation 3 is not backwards compatible. That really bugs me. I think it'd be really great to have one of those proper hardware and backwards compatible PlayStation 3s, so you can play PlayStation 1, 2 and 3 games in one system. You made a mistake in coming here. Wow.
We need to know where he is from, and to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere. And not that long ago,
Yesterday.
a simple man he was, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue, an eye for the lasses,
Oh.
and a talent for keeping one step ahead of the law, come to Houghton to play his tunes and make his way.
So presumably that's how he got the lassies, playing his tunes and making his way
Indeed.
with the lassies.
This is actually quite Scottish based. A lot of the people will have a Scottish accent in this.
By his trade.
Do I get to play anytime soon?
So, yeah.
It's been 5 minutes.
To be fair, most of that you were actually just putting out your stats and choosing your talents and listening to the narrator tell you about rhythm. Which, of course...
A rat!
A rat! You drunken lots! Get off your backsides and kill it!
You see what I mean about the Scottish?
That's probably not what she had in mind when he took out the car. I bet you she thought he was going to whack the rat with it.
Ah, what a strapping man you are, to be saving me from that wee beastie.
I happen to be wandering by.
got some
when I
beasties
heard
of
your
her own.
cries over the rumbling of my empty belly. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, but aren't you the sweet one for asking? Say, I've an idea. If
She'd be willing to do a little job.
for me, I'd give
What?
it with me.
I should point out this is a 12s game.
12s?
I'm the only child.
Okay. Well, look at the cat.
Leave my way.
Then it's a deal, for it's a wee rat problem I've got in the cellars, and if you could do away with them, I'd be ever so thankful.
Rats, you say? In the cellar? How cliche of you, love. But I'll forgive you this once.
You'll need a bigger sword than what you've got.
He just needs a violin or whatever the hell he has.
My sword is quite big enough to handle any
Oh,
troubles you might have.
So she's after a big sword and this guy's not shaping up, it seems. So, is this the tale? I gotta get a big sword to impress her? Oh,
Nope,
I can
you have to go
listen,
kill the rat.
listen to the drunks.
Yeah.
That's the first interactivity I have after 7 minutes. I have to listen to some drunks. Beer, 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 beer. We're back in history. Cups of tea. Correct reaction.
The drunken rat that ate and broom the thrones boots will. One thing you can be sure, it's Jerry's beer they sell.
So all your lads and lasses at 11 o'clock you stop for 5 short seconds.
Remember Charlie Mops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is a lot longer than I was expecting.
So we're, how many, 8 minutes in? And so far you have walked a couple of paces up to drums.
And press,
so far.
and
So-
press the square button.
So how has the gameplay been so far?
Well, the controls were responsive and easy to understand, you know, so anyone could pick it up and play.
I must admit I am quite fond of this song.
Hey! Does this just keep looping?
No,
No.
it will actually end, I think now.
That's quite wishy.
And that's something that the game tries to do all throughout.
Beer, 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 beer. I know there's other words in there, but it doesn't matter. You know, for people who are completely inebriated, they seem to be quite choreographed.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're only pretending to be drunk.
I think so too. In fact, I think that Charlie Mops is paying them to
Oh,
advertise. So I gotta look for some rats, don't I?
Yeah.
Speak with Mary. Probably
The basement is to your right, by the way.
not. Okay. Oh, follow the map. I see in the top right corner.
Yep. And down you go.
Is there anything we're exploring now? No, there's
In,
not now.
in the
I'm
bar
going-
itself, no, you can talk to other
Okay.
patrons and they'll tell you bits and pieces.
Beer, beer, beer.
That's the save game.
Oh, I don't have a memory card. No, I don't have a memory card, leave me alone. It's actually really hard to get PlayStation 2 memory cards over here. Strangely so. Sorry, that song is so going through my head.
Beer, beer,
Beer,
beer.
beer, 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 Charlie Mops, beer, beer. That's not the tune.
There's the rat.
Sorry, I can't see no rat.
There's the rat, right in front of you. He's in.
Oh, there we go. Circle. I've killed him with me big old sword. Ha! Quest, that was a quest.
Bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who has bravely made the cellars once again safe for buxom bargains and wanton widows. Or has he?
Dum dum dum. I'll need a bigger sword.
The bard, finding himself wreathed in flame, dashed up the stairs towards the safe.
No, I didn't. I quite clearly ran towards the rat. And given that I seem to be
On fire.
on fire, I'm going to burn the bloody bar down. Especially with all this beer around the place.
Does beer burn?
Well, it's an alcohol. You could use it as a combustible source. Alcohol is very combustible. Molotov cocktails?
Oh, I know. Liquors would be, but I didn't think beer.
Well,
itself.
beer not so much, I guess. But where there's beer, there's usually spirits.
Excellent.
So that's how they react.
I love the way that you're on fire and everyone laughs at you instead of helping.
Yeah, well, no, she helped.
Or is that...
Well done. Tish.
Not well done. More like medium rare.
Go back to your beer song. And now she's got a nice big sword.
Quiet him with this.
Oh yeah, with those, eh?
You better hope I've cooled off when I return.
New weapon. Now, how do I use the weapon? Or is it automatic?
Circle.
No, like I don't have to,
Oh no. Once you get a new weapon, you lose your old one.
Okay. Am I in the right place? I'm in her bedroom.
Yeah, the cellar is actually from her bedroom for whatever reason. It seems a small bar. The bar, her bedroom, and the cellar.
Okay. So, actually, what are the controls of this game?
You're about to find out.
Oh, crap.
Who the hell are you? How'd you get
I was expecting you to tell me, not him.
Don't be concerning yourself with such
He's a
things.
very ugly character,
I'm
actually.
here to help you with your rat problem. Any brute can swing a sword. If you really want to slay that hairy beastie, try playing this tune on that lute of yours.
Why,
You're
quite.
out of it. I've no use for you.
I'm not offering to go with you, laddie. I'm offering you a bit of song and magic that'll bring you back in one piece.
Great. So now the rat gets dinner and a show. It's so bloody powerful. Use it yourself and save me the trouble.
Would that I could, but I'm not a man of action like yourself. So do yourself a favour and take a little charity when it's offered, my boy.
Done. Show me what you got.
New tune.
Thunder Spider.
So, how do I use that?
Before you head down there and face that
Skip
thing
tutorial.
with the rat, I might
I know what I'm doing, old man.
Yeah.
I've no need for advice from the likes of you.
I'm impatient and don't care to learn. I've no need for advice from no man like you.
Considering that we have to actually have some gameplay in this gameplay
Yes.
video, one of the buttons will bring up your summoning screen. I think it's triangle. No, that's
No, it's
jump.
not.
One of the buttons will bring up your summoning screen, which you should do before you reach the... oh, there you go.
It is R1.
R1. Now go to...
Circle,
and then the spider there, and the square. You can have up to 3 creatures at once. Now he's the only one who's ever going to actually help you right now, because the other one you have is a rat, and that doesn't attack.
Oh, so he's following me.
Oh, he'll follow you around the place, yeah.
Oh, good.
Until you get to an enemy, and then he'll attack the enemy.
Charge! Ha ha! I got a buxom lady that I got to please. And apparently slaying this rat is what is required.
all hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who's
Rodent.
made the
I thought you said
sword
rodent
You tell the
bay.
story and leave the sarcastic patronising to me. Okay?
Yeah. Backwards?
Backwards. You're done. You can unsummon him if you really want, but there's no point of this.
Okay. Let's leave the thunder thing following me.
Thunder Spider.
Thundercats are on the move. That's a totally different song. It's kind of hard. I found it a little hard to actually distinguish where I can walk. Which maybe, I don't know, I'm just being an idiot.
The cellar itself is quite dark. A lot of the places they're better lit than this.
Go back to where you came from and leave the fighting to those who've got the guts for it.
Oh, you have a choice of being angry or a bit charming.
Let's go,
I've
Charlie.
plenty of guts, my lady.
My lady.
Which is why you needn't trouble yourself about that rat any longer.
You mean it's dead? Oh, thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am.
'Twas the least I could do for a damsel in distress. Now, how about that meat?
Why don't you wait while I fix you some leftovers? Oh, and your room in the back is almost ready.
Oh, get
And
into
as we
the
know,
good stuff.
There's only one room in the back.
Yep, her room. The next morning.
Having spent a lonely night in a somewhat
Oh, lonely,
uncomfortable
sure.
and shabby bed, the bard awoke the next morning in a foul humour.
You should go speak with that strange friend of yours. He was starting to scare away my regular customers. I had to chase him out.
Beer, beer, beer. They're still singing.
They're still singing.
Him? Is this the guy that's...
No, he's outside. It was the guy who looks really strange. The really, really ugly character.
So this is out?
Yep.
Daylight. Or rather,
No.
loading. Are the loading times bad in this game?
No, they're
Well,
okay.
that wasn't that bad, I guess. There's something I hate about disc-based games.
The loading.
What did
Yeah.
I tell you, lad? You hooked him and cooked him.
Thanks for that song you gave me.
You're welcome, boyo. And should you be looking for another one like it, find the trowel in the fairy haunt woods. But keep your wits about you. They're devilish clever, a trowel. With magic by the pound, and not a single scrap of honesty.
Sounds a little dangerous to me. I don't care much for trout.
Neither do I.
I think I'll pass.
Come now, boyo. What's a little danger when compared to power? Didn't that little trick I showed you help you get in good with the widow Miss
Well, apparently not if I had a lonely, solitary night.
Do we believe him?
His reaction the next morning didn't strike me as someone who had a satisfactory night.
Perchance.
Perchance!
You can use multiple stones for even greater effect. Dear laddie, try it out.
Sure. I'll try whatever the hell you were talking about. Da 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 da.
She heals you and all your allies. You can
Ah.
kind of summon her and she'll just do a heal. Again, it's not really going to be a huge part of this gameplay.
She's very beautiful. But I've found that mysterious strangers offering gifts usually lead to trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want anything from me, would you? Have any ulterior motives, by any chance?
You wound me, laddie.
That remains to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Out with it, man.
Yeah, what does he want?
You got it all wrong. Look, my boy. Oh, okay.
Jesus, get on it, man.
I thought so. What is it you want? Something dangerous, no doubt.
No, nothing like that. You see, I belong to an ancient order. We've traveled the land for years now, seeking men such as yourself to...
Aha! I knew it was something like that. I'm not joining anything. But I will take your advice and find this trap. Oh, and I'll have that amulet as well if you're still offering.
Of course, lad, of course. Here you go, and don't forget. The trow is in the fairy haunt woods. Goes by the name of Banafeet.
Banana feet. Now I got an adder stone. But it's probably time to leave it there, despite the fact there's only a couple of minutes of... Oh, what are those crystals?
Oh, they help you summon the person who heals you up.
Oh, right. Oh, look, I can I fall down that well?
Possibly. You can talk to the dog, I think. There's something over his head. Yeah, it's an exclamation mark.
How do I talk?
No idea. I just assumed with an exclamation mark over it. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Ruff, ruff. What's that? Someone has fallen down the well.
You call yourself a dog? I've seen rats bigger than you.
Yeah, literally.
No way.
Yeah, I take it there's something in a while. But anyway, that's an ugly looking
Thing.
bull. We should probably leave it there. Very hard to give commentary and I guess opinion. I seem to have hit an invisible wall on this type of game, given that after 20 minutes must have played for about one. I guess if you like very story driven adventures, I think this seems quite amusing.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Now, I actually did find it relatively amusing. I thought it was an enjoyable game. As I said, I cleared it. And if you can pick it up for cheap, as I did, it's worth a go.
Hey, there's something behind there. Oh no, that's just sorry.
That's the spider,
Yeah,
yeah.
spider. Oh, and there he is again. Yeah, that's the thing about PlayStation 2 though. There is always a chance you can pick it up cheap because PlayStation 2 is a pretty good system to be getting into. You know, they're still just about barely making games for it, so you can find the odd bit, but it hasn't really entered retro collecting. So if you're interested in PlayStation 2, now's the time.
Pick
Anyway.
up as many as you can.
So we'll leave it there. Greenery shot, lot of grass. I don't really have a particular, I don't know, a formed opinion on this one. For me, I think that there seems to be too much talking versus the gameplay from my type of experience. Even though it was kind of amusing.
I think at the start, yes, but that I think it's just to get you into the story of it and then set you off on the first adventure of killing the bear in the cave or whatever it is that you do first. Once you get into it, there is a fair bit of fighting, and it does get tricky in a couple of places. There's one or two places I had to reload a couple of times to get through it.
Reload? What do you mean?
Well, load up a save game and try again.
Oh right,
Once
you
do it,
completely died.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
can't continue on at the boss room type of thing. Okay. Well, I think we should leave it there. And there's only one way to leave this one.
Is it?
Beer, beer, beer.
Beer.